I'm John, so I direct and Drew produces and we co-write, and but within that it's such a blurry line. Like Drew's there, with me. We're together at the monitors all the time. There's sequences in the movie Drew shot that I wasn't even there for.
And vice versa. I mean, there's, every budget and scheduling and production meeting and financing, he's, in lockstep. So there's, we're very much,
we sort of do both things together all the time. Like we
do.
And what we don't, we check in with each other about. And as kids, we went to Thailand with our family, and we had two little sisters who, the little girls are based off of, and
yeah, we had a big traveling family, and we went all over the world. And like John said, we had two younger sisters that we kind of based the characters on, but we spent a lot of time in Asia, and we'd have thoughts like, what if something terrible happened, and what if what if we didn't, our parents weren't here, or the embassy wasn't close, or those kind of ideas we thought were really compelling. Because we travel, people travel all over the world, and you don't really know how safe you are a lot of the time. And we like the simplicity of the story of just when something happens, that's when a situation happens that you don't know how to handle, and you're in a foreign country and you don't know the language. It's really I don't know, it creates such an obstacle. And this story was one that was very linear, in that it all happens in basically a day and a half, and we just love the simplicity of it.
I think it was 2008, 2007 or 8, 2007, my dad and I went to Thailand to travel. And like 2 days before we got on the plane, I read in the news there was a coup in Thailand, and they'd overthrown the prime minister. And I called my dad. I was like, is this a problem? Should we cancel the trip? And he's like, oh, no, it's a peaceful coup. It's fine. And so we went, and there was this heightened militarization, and it just got me thinking of, like, what would I do if this wasn't a peaceful coup? What if this was a bad coup? And what if I happened to bring kids with me? And I spent the whole time, like, I'd hide there, and then I'd jump across that, and then I'd do this, and I'd get to the embassy, and I drove my dad crazy. And then, as soon as I got back, I called Drew, and the two of us just started, beating the story out. Well, No Escape is a husband, a wife, and their two little girls go to a Southeast Asian country for a job. And the day they arrive, a coup overthrows the government and starts killing, people in this hotel, especially the ones that are associated with the new water plant in town. And so this mother and father, not knowing anyone in the country, not speaking the language, not knowing their way around, not knowing like what signs mean, have to find their way out of the country and keep their children alive.
We cast Owen Wilson in it, and I think we knew Owen's a great actor. Everybody knows Owen's a great actor, but there's when someone's known for comedy, I think there's a concern that if it's not just right, maybe that on a marketing level is a little bit of a challenge, which we thought was absolutely the reason to do this movie is to do it with Owen. He had a lot of fun doing this film as well. It's something that, not the kind of movie he has that he's done many times before, and being typically a comedy actor, I think, doing stunts and, doing action stuff is really a blast for him. And it really showed in his performance, because he was having a ton of fun.